Man.
I ain't gonna do too much on this. Man. It's that Vincent Price type of shit. Man. Every verse is a novel.
Man. Some of y'all already in here. Brad, what up? Amanda, what up? Kayla, what up? Oh, Ruth. What up, man? Alexia, what up? Huey Khalid, what up? Ashley, what is up? Ashley W. Look, I'm going to get to your email too. I'm going to get to it. What's up, Jeremiah? What's up, All Things Najee? Brother Dylan, what is up? Let me put the word out. Van Shoes, what up? Let me let them know. We in here. Okay. Arginine, what is up? Cynthia, what up? Mega just me. I'm gonna give people some time because it's random, y'all. It's Thursday. I'm gonna give people some time to get in here. What's up, David? Get me some water. Y'all hit that like button on the way in. What's up, Miss Murphy? Brandon, what up? Man. We about to get it in, y'all. We about to get it in. Knowledge yourself, what up? Everybody in here speaking. Yo, man, I love y'all. I gotta talk about the Camilla chick. I don't even know who that is. I don't know that I have to talk about her. I'm sure she's not relevant. But, you know. What's going on, C-Stars? What is up, y'all? Let me turn this down. Get a little Jada in me real quick. Let me turn that down, y'all. Listen. First and foremost, I want to say that mad love to everybody that's here. Y'all know I missed the last Wednesday. I was busy, and then my son got sick, and I missed yesterday. I said, well, God damn it, I'm going to come in here on Thursday, and we going to talk about some shit. Figured I would do that for everybody. Shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all see what it is. Mad love to everybody that support me. I wanted to start this thing off, and I'm really going to get more disciplined about starting this off by this quote from Brother Malcolm X. The biggest mistake of the movement is trying to organize the sleeping people around specific goals. You must first wake the people up, and then you'll see action, and you'll get action. Basically, that means ain't no point in talking about solutions until the minds of Black people are at least leaning towards being quote unquote woke, quote unquote conscious, quote unquote connected to where you can even take in information. Y'all know a lot of people right now are going to be, you know, calling themselves. My son is feeling better. Matt love to everybody that checked, that even, you know, had best wishes for my son. He came down with the flu, so we had to get him back right. So he's back to his regular self a little. Still got a little cough with him, but we taking care of it. So he's gonna be all right here soon. But a lot of Black people are going to be doing a part-time caring about Black history, month. This is where we are right now. It's February, Black History Month. The people will be highlighting accomplishments of Black people. To Black people, this is the meaning of Black. This is what you do during Black History Month. You highlight what Harriet Tubman did. You highlight what Rosa Parks did. You highlight these things. And to me, Black history is not these accomplishments. It is the environment in which the accomplishments happened in. There's a reason Black people have had to do the things that we've had to do post-slavery, post even Jim Crow. It's still going on right now. So to me, it's very disrespectful that we relegate our entire history to this 1 month and only talk about America. It's the conditions in which that we lived, the conditions in which we live in right now, that to me, that's what the conversation should be about. We know Harriet Tubman did the Underground Railroad. Mad love to the ancestor. We know what Martin Luther King did. About to get on his ass here in a second. We understand what's happened. We understand all these highlighted great moments, but what the reason these things happen is because of the conditions. The conditions still haven't changed. They look a little different now, but we're still dealing with the same conditions that we always been dealing with. Maybe not as brutal, maybe not as vile, as out there, but we're still dealing with the same stuff. And Black people still persisted, built, created, even enduring these situations. That makes us an amazing people. But a lot of Black people will be doing that little part-time, Black knowledge shit this month. Some of y'all know that if you really about this life, you doing it. This is what you bringing knowledge to the forefront. You're talking about, you're bringing up conversations about things that can help Black people progress. That's what this is. Black history, period. I think we need to stop talking this Black History Month just because white folk decided, because it actually was a week. Carter G. Woodson, it was a week that was Black History Week. It became a month, and Black people have been okay with this. Every month we celebrate this, and we're not pissed that we're completely being disrespected this way every year. Every year we're being disrespected right in our fucking face, and we don't seem to have an issue with it. Some people, you won't see them posting shit except for right now during February, and no one sees anything wrong with that. The situation that Black people are in hasn't changed drastically. We still got coons out here running amok, having children, not giving a fuck about the knowledge, not giving a fuck about the people. That's what makes the Malcolm X quote so real, because we're still trying to organize the sleeping people. Even during this month, we go right back to sleep come March the 1st. That's what we do. That's what we've been doing every year. We go right back to fucking sleep. We're not understanding the situation that we're in. We think it's Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, and Martin Luther King Jr., who we really need to be critical of. Martin Luther King Jr., we really need to be more critical of him than we are, because he is a part of the reason we're in the situation that we're in now, as we talk about Black History Month, as we talk about what our people went through like it's the past. It's not so much that it's the past. It's just changed now. And we need to understand that shit. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't even care about this information. Y'all know them. Y'all see them every day. There are millions of Black people that don't give a fuck about this information. They'll part-time give a fuck, repost something during February, but they don't really give a fuck about this information. That's what makes this difficult, trying to liberate the minds of Black people, because we think we done made it. We think we done won. Because white folk may not spit in your face when you go to work. We think we've accomplished something. They continue to belittle our people, belittle our history, and we think we've accomplished some great thing because we got white people to take signs down, the signs of racism, blacks only, blacks, go in the back, and we think we did something great by getting them to take these goddamn signs down. That's why we celebrate Black history like this some type of fucking accomplishment, when in my opinion, it's really not, because the situation ain't changed. This ain't history. This is Black right now. This ain't the history. This is what's happening to us right now. We're still dealing with racism constantly, on a constant basis. White folks still dominating this fucking society, and we're still allowing it at an alarming rate. That's still what we're doing right now. And we don't seem to be that concerned. We'll call people like me and many other people out here putting this information out. We'll, still talk shit about our own people. Will talk shit about us, even during Black History Month. And it's not like these coons take a break in Black History Month. They still gonna be talking about how much of a hater, how much of a naysayer. They're gonna still be talking about this, because all the motherfuckers want to talk about is the Grammys. All the motherfuckers want to talk about is Donald Trump's goddamn State of the Union address. That's all motherfuckers want to talk about, is how many lies Donald Trump telling, when America been lying to you every day of your goddamn life. And you ain't quite as mad at America, 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up, Incorporated. You're not quite as mad at America as you are about Donald Trump. The Grammys, what happened with the Grammys. This is what I'm seeing black people circulating. Celebrating these, worshiping these fucking celebrities like they give a fuck about black people. This is what I'm seeing black people talk about. These are the conversations that we're having. Meanwhile, white folk out here shooting up goddamn schools. Shooting up schools all willy-nilly. Last school, they actually shot, it was actually today, happened over in LA, middle school. They shooting up schools over in LA. White folk running around out here shooting up schools. Black folk out here ignoring not only our own people, we're ignoring what's happening around us. Because we too consumed with Jay-Z not winning a Grammy. SZA didn't get a Grammy this year. That's what our conversations will be about. Thousands of fucking comments as to people getting snubbed at the Grammys. Pictures of Beyonce in her goddamn dress. Kim Kardashian with her stupid ass braids and titty out. This is what we're talking about. This is what's consuming us right now. Because that's all we really have time for is gossip. White folk running around here shooting up schools. My daughter came in here, it was yesterday. She got out of school. I picked her up from school and she told me that some white boy at her school had said to someone, she overheard him saying that he was going to shoot her goddamn school up. And she was terrified. She was terrified. And you know how I had to comfort my child? As I told my, because my daughter goes to a predominantly black school. I said, baby, you know, these predominantly black schools ain't getting shot up like that because there's typically cops surrounding predominantly black schools all the time. White people have decided to ignore their own pathology to study, criminalize, and demonize black people. They are ignoring everything that they do. Every year they ignore themselves to their own detriment. Their children continue to be shot because they run around putting cops all up at black schools because they scared somebody might get some weed up in there. This is what black kids, you know, oh, this is what white kids is dealing with. Worried about somebody coming to shoot the whole goddamn school up. That's how I comforted my daughter, just putting the stats out here. That these white folk is out here shooting these goddamn schools up. Constantly. But they want to talk to you about black on black crime, and we allow these conversations to make it through without putting them into context, and we will still be doing that here this month. This middle school that got shot up, I think maybe 2 people got killed, if I'm not mistaken. I'll make sure I ain't tripping. Been 14 school shootings already here, and it's February the 1st. 14 already. Last year there was 65 shootings in 2017. It's 14, I'll say 13 in the month of January. For the year, we're on pace to see 156 school shootings. Most of them, if not all of them, perpetuated by white children, white, even grown folk, these high schoolers. I consider them as men, goddammit. They call ours men, they men too. This is what's going on. White folk continue to ignore this. They continue to ignore it, and they don't even give a fuck about their own kids. They're so into pathologizing you and your black ass and what you doing and your pants sagging and, you know, what music you listening to and how thuggish it makes you, studying you and what makes you criminal, that they're ignoring to the detriment of their children. They don't even give a fuck about their own kids to stare at you, to look at you, to study you. That's how sick these motherfuckers are. They continue to ignore their own people. And black folk aren't understanding what's happening. You can't be the moral authority of the world if you tell the goddamn truth about how you run around here acting. What keeps you feeling inferior to these people as they run around here raising the type of kids they get talked about a little bit or whatever goes on with them and go shoot up a goddamn school. Guess what's really going on out here with these white folk? But they're not talking about it like that. They're not putting it into context. This article I got pulled up right here just, you know, it basically just says, well, another school shooting happened. Of course, they're talking about gun control and all this shit like that, but they will not deal with the fact of who is perpetuating these fucking school shootings. They won't do that shit. It don't matter whether it's a school, a church, a goddamn concert. It don't matter what it is. They will not put into context who perpetuating these types of goddamn crimes. They refuse to do it. They refuse, to their own fucking detriment. Do you know how sick you gotta be to ignore your own pathology at the detriment of your goddamn kids, to worry about black folk and what we doing and making us the enemy of the goddamn state? You gotta be a pretty sick motherfucker. These same sick motherfuckers told y'all that February was the month that you're allowed to talk about black issues, that you're allowed to talk about black would-be accomplishments, not the conditions that black people were in during these accomplishments. Because once you start talking about the conditions that we were in, now you are racist because you're going too far. All we want you to put up here is Harriet Tubman's birth, her death, and Underground Railroad, not the conditions that made her have to go on a voyage such as that many times. Nobody wants you talking about that part. Talk about the person who invented the cotton gin, which they really don't like to give the proper respect to even. Talk about that birthday, death day. Here's what this is how great they were. Why they have to live like that, though. Don't talk about why they had to live like that. Don't talk about why they had to be in or even make those types of strides in those conditions, because then you become a racist. Then they didn't want to hear shit you got to say. They didn't want to drum up Martin Luther King Jr. to us. He had the way. He had the goddamn answers. And a lot of this shit is his goddamn fault that we even in this situation right now. Him amongst others. Because it wasn't just Martin Luther King Jr. It was whoever was standing around him and behind him, championing his talking points, wanting to hold hands with white folk, wanting to go into their businesses while they're spitting at us. I put a post up on Instagram the other day with something I had thought about, is that we went from, anybody knows anything about how you deal with trauma? Anybody knows anything about how you deal with trauma, understand that therapy and psychological evaluation is a normal procedure. Black folk did not ask for any type of therapy. Therapy to black people was integration. Healing to black people was integration. What will make us make everything just water under the fucking bridge was integration. Not leveling of playing fields, not leveling of the economic order. None of that mattered to black people. We want to be able to drink out of this water fountain like you. That's what we settled for. That's what we got. This is why you're still dealing with racism. Black people in general are dealing with racism at the rate that they are. It's because we just wanted to drink out of the same water fountain. That's all we wanted. We wanted people to stop, beating on us randomly. So the same people that's beating our ass, we wanted to work with them. This was our big goal, our big accomplishment. Those black people that were asking for integration should have been sitting down with the establishment. If they're going to be sitting down with the establishment, reeling out a plan that would even the playing field. Because clearly we're talented. Clearly we're intelligent. These things have been clear, as these things will be highlighted throughout the entire Black History Month. These things will be highlighted. So, but nobody even talked about or even gave a fuck about leveling the playing field. We just want to be where the fuck they were. And we still like that right now. That hasn't stopped. We're still suffering from wanting to be around white folk at all costs. Regardless of what they're doing, we still want to be around them. 400 years of slavery, black laws, Jim Crow, integration. No type of healing process. And even when they integrated, you couldn't even get into their fucking schools without a goddamn mob of people. And you'll see some images of this where you'll have the National Guard walking black children to school because they would have been fucking mauled by these goddamn savages out here. Them savages didn't change their fucking minds. That's not what happened. They didn't change their minds about how they felt about those black children going into these schools. That didn't happen. They just made it against the law for them to. And we still white acceptance. That's all we care about right now. Still costing us huge strides in what could have been a movement for us. It's cost us in every step. Because we didn't ask for no balance. In 400 years. And hell, we can really say about 460 or 70 years. That's a long fucking time. And I don't think we understand how much time that is. That's a long time. You take and just say the average life expectancy. Let's just throw out 60. Let's just throw out 60. Just to throw it out there. 50, 60 years old. You dealing with at least 10, 11, 12 generations of wealth accumulation for these white folk. And we ain't asked for none of that. Like, no, not a piece of it. We wanted to come play in their baseball leagues, their football leagues, their basketball leagues. This was accomplishments to us. I remember watching the movie Jackie Robinson. I didn't understand it. Even when I watched it and I understood the resilience of black people. We can take a beating and keep on going. I understood that aspect of it. But I didn't understand that Jackie Robinson was dealing with racism inside of the stadiums that he went into. He was dealing with racism. Why the fuck would you want to go deal with that just cuz? For what? But to black people, that's the accomplishment. That's the big move. That's power to us. It's getting white folk to accept us, getting white folk to represent us, getting white folk to talk good about us. But you still got teachers out here right now calling our kids niggers. Let me see. I think it was a teacher that got suspended with paid vacation. I forget actually what state it was in. Some black children were playing Tupac. She told them to turn that nigger music off. That's what she said. The reason we still dealing with shit like that is because it didn't never go anywhere. They made laws to where they couldn't come out and just blatantly, disrespect black people. Full blown, like just murder us in the fucking street. Have a goddamn parade while they're lynching 3 or 4 of us. They stopped that, but this shit didn't go anywhere. These attitudes, these mentalities, those people that were standing outside those schools had kids. Their kids had kids. And that's why we seeing these motherfuckers out here right now. That's why the racism, every day you can see somebody being racist towards black folk. Somebody being hateful towards black folk for no real reason. But that's what we wanted. We got what we asked for. They gave us a month to, talk about accomplishments. And I can go to school with them. I can go to work with them. That's all we wanted. What type of low expectation shit is that? We're wondering why we're not progressing. It's because we have very low expectations. And we always have. That's what's going on with black folk. Low expectations, the seeds of low expectations. And that creates this proudest people that we have out here right now. When people tell you to chill out going ham on white folk, chill out talking about the history. They don't all act this way. You get these types of, we underachievers. That's why they gave us a month and they ain't looked back. They ain't even worried about us being mad that we got them only a month. They're not worried about that. They're not worried about any backlash from them disrespecting us year after year after year. They don't care because they can disrespect us. And they've shown that they can disrespect us and we don't have a problem with it. We're okay with it. And we pass down these same submissive, passive, not giving a fuck about nothing but what's going on these goddamn TVs and with these celebrities. We pass all that shit down on their kids. On our kids, rather. You know what they pass down to their kids? Hate for our people for no real reason. They're ignoring their pathologies to pathologize us, and it's costing them their children's lives. That's how serious they are about white supremacy. We ain't serious about, even, I don't even say black supremacy, but we not serious about even having codes with black people. These motherfuckers will risk their kids' lives for this shit. They don't care. That's the type of people we dealing with here. This type of people we in this battle with. And y'all not understanding it. These are the type of people that we dealing with. They don't care about their own kids. And you run around trying to look good to them. You run around scared, waiting for February so you can post something. So won't nobody at your job say nothing, These are the people that you're trying to impress. These are the people you're trying to look good for. That's been black folks' problem for a very long time. It's still continuing to be our problem right fucking now. Let me read some of y'all's comments. I'm gonna get back into it because I know I didn't do nothing last week, so I'm in right now. I'm gonna try to read over some of y'all's comments. Ayana says she thinks there should be a Malcolm X parade and a Black History channel on TV. There could be a Malcolm X parade. There could be a Black History channel on TV, but black folk don't care. That's all that is. I seen a picture that was going around, and actually I made a meme out of it. It was Jay-Z. He was standing in a crowd of a bunch of, it was at the Rock Nation brunch. Actually, happened a couple days or maybe a week before the Grammys. The rich black people that we have in our community don't give a fuck about a Malcolm X parade or a Black History channel. They don't care about that at all. White rich people made sure they came out here to control the media, to control whatever parades are had, to control the holidays. They actually give a fuck about all of that because they understand the power is in the media, and the person that's making the goddamn rules that's actually interested in making the rules. Most of these black motherfucking celebrities that y'all hail, they feel good and gratified by supplying coats to some black children in the hood, taking turkeys out for Thanksgiving, buying bikes and shit like that. And black people champion these people based on these very small acts. Now, I'm not trying to disrespect. Understand the reason I'm calling them small is because our kids need schools. Not saying kids don't need coats. Not saying that. Not saying kids may need a goddamn bike. Not saying that either. But we've championed black people for doing small things within our communities. We champion these rich black people. We champion them. And then you'll have people that will even tell you, don't even mention them. But the reason that we don't have a Black History channel is because all these rich black motherfuckers don't care. They run around here rapping good to us, maybe talking a little bit, and most of them don't even do that. But they don't care. That's not some shit they worried about. And we worship them anyway. So why would they? Why would they care? Conscious and Crazy, very interesting name, says not just white folks, Rob, Mexicans and Asians don't fuck with us either. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. They do not fuck with us in any type of way. Don't nobody fuck with us. But I don't think we know it. It's almost like we don't fully grasp that concept. Don't nobody fuck with you. I would say but you, but hell, most black folk don't fuck with black folk either. So you might as well throw black people on that list. Mexicans, Asians, and black folk can be thrown on there. White, Mexican, Asian, and black. They all on there. Black folk didn't even fuck with black folk. That's the sad part. That's the most disheartening part of the whole situation. I don't give a fuck if Mexicans don't fuck with me. Don't give a fuck if white folk don't fuck with me. Don't give a fuck if Asians don't fuck with me. Don't expect them to. Could care less. But black folk, they don't fuck with you. And particularly if you're going to be talking about some knowledge type shit. If you're going to be talking about empowering the mind, black folk ain't about to fuck with you like that. They're not. They are not. So that's just the harsh reality of it. That's why when we start talking about tangible solutions, you cannot. Black people don't even fuck with black folk. So it's hard to talk solutions when your people don't even fuck with you. Your own people don't fuck with you. Despite everybody else being against us, we haven't realized this. It'd be more in our best interest to stick together. We ain't learned that shit yet. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know what it's going to take for us, but that's something that we are still trying to work on. It's too many black folks still worried about whether white folk like them or not. It's too many black folk that are still begging white people and Asians and all these other motherfuckers to like them. That's what they want. That's all they want. They don't give a fuck about liberation of the people. They don't give a fuck about educating our kids. They don't give a fuck about raising a kid or a generation of children with pride. They don't care about any of that. They just want white folk to like them, Asians to like them. That's it. That's the goal for black folk. Most black folk. That's how they acting out here. I stand by the fact that 98% of black people are coons, full blown, in one way or another. In one way or another, black folk is cooning. That's all it is to it. That's all it is to it. Right, that's a damn good point. Peace Be Still says, we've been down so long, we think we supposed to be. This is a part of the struggle. Like it's something to be proud of. That's what we chalk it up as a badge of honor. We got that bullshit from religion. If you can take a beating and keep moving, God is shining down on you. He gave you that. That's something God, he'll never put more on me than I can bear. That came from that religious fucking bullshit, which is why they gave it to us. We can get them to believe this. It's a goddamn test. If they can take it, they might fuck around and get to heaven. That's that mentality. That's where that shit came from. Religion put that shit in our heads. Black folk don't understand. They refuse to understand. That's what leads to this bullshit that's going on out here. We let white folk get away with anything. We do. They get away with anything right in our damn face. And we don't care. And we don't understand how detrimental it is, because not only are we allowing them to get rid of get over with the bullshit in our face, our kids see us letting them get over with this bullshit in our face. Our kids been watching us forever. They watching us. However we react to stuff, that's how our kids gonna react to stuff. Y'all ain't noticed that yet? However we react to stuff, that's how our kids gonna react to stuff. Whether it be racism, whatever situation it is, how we react is how our kids gonna react. So based on the state of our children, we should see that we are reacting poorly to every situation we get into out here. We still begging white folk. Motherfuckers still talking about Trump. Like, I can't wrap my mind around everybody's focus on Trump. I don't get it. I don't get it. I read somewhere this motherfucker said that Trump is responsible for these school shootings. White folk been shooting up schools for a minute. But Trump is responsible for the goddamn school shootings now. Not the fact that white people have been ignoring their clear, sick-ass pathology for this long. And we've allowed it because we let them throw black-on-black crime in our face. And black people even pick these talking points up and run them down the line. It's motherfuckers saying Donald Trump responsible for that. The Dreamer speech. Some of y'all actually might have saw that. Some Hispanic bitch got on there talking about how dreamers built America. Do you know I watched that clip? And then people been joking this because Jay-Z and Beyonce was like clapping, and their daughter Blue was like, yo, chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Why are y'all clapping for this bullshit? Basically. But the amount of black people that clapped disgusted me. What you mean dreamers built this country? No, they didn't. Slaves did. That's what happened. Why are we allowing people to get on podiums, say stupid shit, and get a goddamn ovation from us? Everybody in there should have booed that bitch off the goddamn stage and felt disrespected that she even said that. Should have, but we won't. We refuse to do shit like that. We gonna let motherfuckers disrespect our whole goddamn legacy. And we continue to let people disrespect our legacy, and it don't cost them nothing to do it. Cost them nothing. These black celebrities just clapping for this bullshit because they don't care. They ain't even listening to what the fuck these motherfuckers is saying. Dreamers built this country. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense. ASAP Joe says, according to Fox News, it's not white folks' fault for the school shooting. It's Call of Duty's fault. Of course, you know they've been blaming video games for a minute. That's not a new thing. Fox News is picking up an old talking point, an old explanation that they've been blaming shooting violence in video games for the reason that kids run around shooting these goddamn schools. The white folk been doing that. They've been doing it, and they're allowed to do it. Because even other white folks will be like, yeah, it is the game. Because they're just stupid. They sacrifice their kids' lives. They don't give a fuck. It's the game. Yeah. That's what they put shit on. A goddamn video game. Much respect to you, Andre Toppin. Says a 17-year-old who is in the next gen, I'm fighting tooth and nail for my people. That's what we need. It's about young folk. I'm washed, basically. I'll be 35 here soon. I'm a wash. It's up to the young folk, which is why I try to get with the young people, get the young people's ear, get the young people listening. Don't overcomplicate things so young people can take the information in. A lot of these scholars, they just, they throwing stuff over these kids' heads. And these kids are going to be the ones carry this shit. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. These kids are going to carry it. Right. Cynthia, you're absolutely right. White people been shooting up things before the video games came out. Been shooting up shit. Been destroying shit. Been savage. With no video games, no music, no nothing that they try to blame violence on. They just act like that. And they continue to ignore their pathology and blame it on other stuff. And it's costing them their kids. And it's going to continue to cost them their kids. But these same people are the people that y'all is wanting to impress. Black folk wanting to impress these people. They're the ones y'all look up to. Y'all trying to be prim and proper for them so they can like you. Same people. And I don't get that about black folk. I don't get that about black folk. Y'all talking about I'm still young. I'm not a young dude. I'm not a young dude. I'm going to tell you what, though, I wish I'd have been woke, quote unquote woke, a lot younger, though. I do wish that. I came into this shit late. I came into it late. I wish it had been instilled in me since I was a child. I ain't had that. I didn't have that. I wish I did. I didn't. I did not have that. My kids will, but I did not. And that's what we should be doing. But we're not doing that. We are not doing that shit. TLBRBG says, why do we still care about everyone's feelings except our own? That's the program. Our feelings don't matter. Black people are tough. Black people can take it. Black people can go through anything. We can make it through anything. Not saying these things aren't true, but when they push that narrative on us during slavery. Some of y'all may know this, some of y'all may not. They made us out to be strong. We not saying that we're not, but they made it to where we could take more than anybody else. We didn't need to sleep. Everybody else needed to be in them fields like that. We didn't need the rest. We didn't need the food. We could take a goddamn lashing, a beating, and keep going. They've been talking about how tough we are since they justified how they treat us on these plantations. And we still doing that to each other right now. They doing it to us. We doing it to each other. Oh, you tough. You can take it. You know, you can take all this shit. That came from them. That's how they justified in their minds, in their sick fucking minds. It's a form of cognitive dissonance is what it is. Actually, Dr. Joyce DeGruy gives a hell of a speech, a hell of a presentation on PTSD called post-traumatic slave syndrome. But this is how they pathologized us even then. We can take it. We ain't got no feelings. Black women, we can do all these fucking experiments on them. They don't got no feelings. Black men, we can do whatever and they ain't got no feelings. They can take the pain. They black. And gave us the Bible to justify all of it. And we still holding on to that Bible right now. That's what they did. And we'll do it to each other. We will do it to each other. Black women will look at black men, they can take it. Black men will look at black women, oh, they can take it. We do it to each other. Same talking point, same mentality, same pathology is passed down. That's it. We tough. We can take any goddamn thing. That's what you got to do, man. That's what you got to do. TLBRBG says he's teaching his mom stuff and she's completely shocked and gets upset because she wasn't taught. She was in church. Church ain't teaching you all that. I made a post about the church on Sunday. Like, you know, I try to do something on Sunday on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. You bullshitting. It's right here. Right here, right now. Go ahead and follow me. But I posted on there. And I talked about what if the church put down Jesus and did self-love, self-defense. Teach our kids agriculture, how to cook, how to be parenting skills. Because we actually have a lot of flaws in our parenting based on our mentalities. A lot of that comes through that too. Parenting skills. How to raise a black child. Because it's not like raising a child. You're not raising a regular child, black folk. You're not raising a regular child. Not in this goddamn system. Your child ain't, we keep trying to raise regular children. In our minds, we want our kids to have a good, nice, normal life. No. You don't have a normal life. Your child not about to have a normal life. Prepare them for them being the enemy of the state. We're not doing that shit. We want our kids to blend in, smile big, and do whatever the fuck white folk tell us to do. Have whatever goals white folk want us to have. That's it. The church could be teaching these things. It will not. It refuses to. Because they're getting paid off that Bible. Keeping black folks slaves, you see. John Smith says, you exaggerate the differences between the races. Maybe someone put these words in your mouth. You advocate racial separation, the same thing that whites racists advocate, and I would never agree with the KKK. Ain't nobody got to put these goddamn words in my mouth. You look at society. John Smith, which you're probably white. John Smith, you look out here in society, and you tell me how somebody has to put these words in my mouth. What if I said that was false? I don't like when y'all, because I don't mind you being here. Understand that. I don't mind you being here, but don't say I exaggerate, and don't tell me what I exaggerated. What the fuck did I exaggerate? Tell me where the lie was. Pinpoint my lies. I like that. Pinpoint my lies. Tell me where I lied, and then we can talk. Anybody can call me out. Anybody can. But call me out properly. Don't just say general shit to me. Call me out proper. Tell me what lie I told. I'm sitting here, I'm talking. What lie did I tell? I ain't gonna delete them, y'all. Y'all talking about delete people. I don't need to do all of that. I want to know if you're gonna call me out, I welcome it. You call me out, you just tell me where I lied. That's all I'm asking for. Tony Smith is absolutely right. Y'all hit the like button if you liking the live stream right now. Hit the like button. My moderators don't gotta block them. I don't need them to be blocked. John Smith says, my point is because go through similar experience. What is that supposed to mean? Who? John Smith? Talk to me, man. I'm giving you a chance now. I'm gonna give you a couple minutes of my time. Talk to me. Who going through similar experiences? Who has a similar history as fucking black people in this country? Who? Who? What other group of people had a similar experience to black folk? Who? You say you watch my videos for you agree with a lot of what I say. Well, I want you to tell me who had a similar experience to black people in this country. Who? That's all I want to know. Who did that? John Smith says, what are you talking about? You said Chinese went through a lot of racism as well as Hispanics. Going through racism is not what black people done been through in this country. John Smith. Is that all you think it was? We got called niggers? Is that what you believe? There's no way you believe that. Not if you any type of intelligent. Is that all you think we dealt with? Is that all you think we deal with? Being called niggers? That type of racism? This is what happens. People will try to belittle the black experience, if one can call that the black nightmare. Really, they'll try to belittle the black experience and compare it up to other groups of people. Ain't nobody went through what black folk went through in this country. Nobody. Nobody's come close. You can start and stop at 400 years of slavery. Nobody else come close to that. No other group of people. Not one. Not one. Nowhere near. Like what the fuck are you even talking about? Who else? Like people say shit like this, and to even put anybody close, because some white folk will do that shit. They'll talk about the Irish. They'll talk about the Irish like the Irish just had it real rough over here. They'll even go to Europe and talk about the Italians. They'll do that. Ain't nobody having experience like black folk. Nobody. That's all it is to it. It's just, you know. Okay. I'm going to quit talking to John Smith. I'll quit talking to John Smith. Because that's crazy. Even if he's mixed. Like, that's crazy. Some of y'all saying he's mixed. Like, the black, like, who? Who had to fight tooth and nail to, who? Getting our neighborhoods bombed on? Like, man, it's some sad shit going on out here. It is some sad shit going on out here. You know, it's almost 10 o'clock already. Time flew, didn't it? Time most definitely flew. Yeah, people like to isolate black people's struggle to the civil rights movement. Like, that's not all. That is not all what black folk went through. That's not it. We got to that point. That ain't all we went through. And that was some bullshit. Shouldn't have had to go through that. But that ain't all. It doesn't make any sense. There was a whole organization that came out just to terrorize black people and kill black people with the KKK. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Britt Brat wants to know where you can buy. Y'all say, where can you buy this shirt? If you look in the description box, let me make sure it's in there before I tell you wrong, Britt. Actually, I didn't. This one was made for me and sent to me by, and I didn't even put the link in there. God damn it. What I'm going to do, I didn't put the link in there. It's on my Spreadshirt page. Actually, a supporter of mine sent me this one, Mad Love. But I'm going to put the link to my Spreadshirt. It's actually on my main page. I'm going to put the link to my Spreadshirt account if you want to purchase this shirt, men and women. It's in there. I'm going to put that link in my description box. And it'll be on there as well as I chop this video up and put it on my main channel. So don't worry about that if you want that. Dylan went on ahead and timed out John Smith. Like, God damn it, John Smith. Hey, they got you, man. I tried to tell them not to get you. I tried to help you out. I tried to help you out, man. Hey, I appreciate the love on the hat. Appreciate the love on the hat, Biggs Benjamin. I try to keep it cool, you know. Try to keep it cool. But I'm going to put that link up, so if y'all want to get one of my shirts, I'll put that link up. Tony Smith said, John out here making my last name look bad. Your last name bad just like mine is, because it's a slave's master's last name anyway. So all our last names ain't worth a fuck, quite frankly. That's why white folk got the same last name you do. So, I mean, you know. All our last names ain't worth a damn. Technically. This shit blew my mind, man. Whenever I was coming up and it would be white folk with the last name Perkins, I didn't understand it. Like, what the fuck? How the fuck this full-blown white motherfucker got the same last name as me? But oh, I learned. Oh, I learned. It was some bullshit. It was some bullshit. It was some straight bullshit. Most definitely. MJK2442. Most definitely, brother. I'm going to stay informative. I'm gonna keep it funky. And a lot of people was even asking me why I was making those videos. Some of y'all might have seen on my main channel, I'm doing some of these rap song reviews. And some motherfuckers like, why are you even wasting your time doing that, man? I give a fuck about getting the kids' attention. To me, that means a lot because that's my target audience. Y'all grown folk, a lot of y'all done already, or a lot of y'all already know already. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta go to where these kids at. And they listen to all this dumbass rap music. A lot of them. I ain't saying all of it's dumb, but a lot of them listen to this music. So I'm gonna try to go to where they at. I'm even gonna start talking about shit that I really don't fully want to talk about, but I know young people, you know what I'm saying? That's how you get connected with young people. You start talking about basketball or football or sports and shit like that. And I don't watch this shit, but it's so the same. Like I can still argue and debate sports with people, and I don't even watch. That's how I know this shit's bullshit. I ain't watched in years. I can still argue, motherfucker, up and down and be right because the same shit's happening. But sometimes we gotta go to where these kids are because I can shame them. You know what I'm saying? I can shame them to death. But if they come to my channel, click on me doing a review of a rap song, and underneath that video is another one of my videos about racism. Oh, they might fuck around and about Black Pride. Oh, they might fuck around and click on that video too. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get to be where they are in 2018. You know, that's what, to me, I feel like that's what needs to be done. Get these young folk in here. Get these young folk in here. I even play the game online. Some of y'all will watch me play the game online. I'm live streaming. A lot of young folk in the game in some time, and they'll get on the game with me. I even play with somebody's son. I think it was Sharonda's son I played with. I played with Sharonda's son. Too hot, something hot. I mean, I played with him on the game, but I'll stream that live just to get to these young folk. This is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. This is where they at. This is where their minds are. So you got to get down there with them sometime. So that's just what it is. I had a bunch of motherfuckers mad. Like, why you doing? Why you listen to these rap songs, these coon ass niggas? You know, I'm like, God damn, bro. I get that, but this is where these kids are, man. That's where they are, man. Yeah. I'm a boss. I'm the boss. Say Rob needs to stay away from trying to decipher rap music. Yeah, I try. These motherfuckers ain't saying no deep shit. It ain't even that deep. It ain't deep. It ain't even a matter of trying, really. It ain't that deep. These motherfuckers ain't got no super crazy, like, ain't no crazy bars like happening like that. That shit ain't even deep. Hey, mad respect to you, Jeremiah. Brother say he 18 trying his best to wake people up in his age group, and it's hard. I know it's hard. I can believe that it's hard. I know it's hard. The homie said he be trying to put, Devontae say he's 17. He be watching my videos all the time. He try to put people on school, at his school on, but motherfuckers be calling me crazy, yeah? You know, what can you do? I be crazy as fuck, but I'm gonna tell you what. If them motherfuckers pay attention to what's going on, I won't be crazy, but for so long. You can believe that. That's guaranteed. I had motherfuckers that called me crazy years ago. Was calling me crazy, whack, lame, all types of shit, retarded, stupid. Now, 2018, oh shit. Yeah, I was telling you. You just wasn't listening. So, you know. It is what it is. I can be crazy for right now. But I'm only crazy because to a 17-year-old, a lot of them ain't trying to hear no shit like this anyway. They trying to figure out, you know, what's going on with Kim Kardashian's titty. What's going on with her titty? And who, you know, Nicki Minaj gonna start fucking next. You know, that's what they concerned with. Who won the game last night, you know. But hey, I'ma still try, goddammit. I'm still gonna try, but mad love to you for even trying to put people on my videos. Mad love. Yo, Amanda, let me tell you some real shit. Because Amanda said she overheard a convo of two guys talking about Lil Uzi, and one said he's deep. Amazing. I've heard people call Lil Uzi Vert a musical genius. I've heard grown men say that. Grown men say Lil Uzi Vert is a musical genius. Don't know what to do. I don't know where I'm supposed to live sometime, y'all. Like, seriously. I look around like, where am I supposed to go? You know what I'm saying? Like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? I ain't supposed to be here. I'm sure of it. But I've heard grown men say shit, and I argue with them just because it's fun. I mean, I like, and it's probably fucked up and childish, but I like making grown men mad over who they like. I don't really give a fuck who it is. I just like pissing them off because it's easy. And it gets them talking. You know what I'm saying? You go on a conversation, you want to argue, just be against whoever the fuck they for. It's an easy conversation. Easy conversation. Well, yeah, they going ham on Kim Kardashian right now, calling her, you know, a culture saying she culturally appropriating because of the braids and shit. I'm just like, man, if y'all don't let this bitch fade to black, but they can't. People can't. They can't let her fade to black. Shade 8 says, what people have to understand is that these kids come out of a coon-making machine. So this is why these kids don't want to listen. You are damn right about that. Because their parents is coon. Their parents is who I'm talking to about Lil Uzi Vert being a goddamn genius. Their parents is who I'm arguing with at the importance of black people not watching fucking football. These are the parents I'm arguing with. It's the parents cussing me out, telling me I'm tripping. We've been talking about this stuff. It's the grown folk mad. If I'm trying to spread, you know, black pride and awareness, it's the parents mad. So I know if I'm arguing with grown folk go out of their way to hate me. I know their kids. It's gonna be hard pressed for them. It's gonna be hard for their kids to break free. Hard. It's gonna be hard, man. Because these coons out here running a muck, having kids. Because they're not just out here, they're procreating. Right. Huey Khalid, know what I'm talking about. Motherfuckers like, that's my team. You know, like, yo, team. What you talking about, bro? You got a jersey? Is that what it is? Okay. You've been liking them since you was a kid? Okay. So the programming started early for you there. Okay. Do you know why you getting this mad? I ask people questions. Do you know why you getting this mad? You yelling. Do you understand? Do you realize you yelling? Like, I ain't pissing motherfuckers off. Do you realize you're yelling about the Redskins? Do you think they would yell for you? You yelling about them. They ain't nowhere around. Ain't no award for Redskin Fan of the Week. Nothing. Dallas Fan of the Week. Nothing. No, nothing coming to you. You're yelling. I be trying to make people feel like such fucking idiots when they start with this being mad over this shit. Like, motherfucker, you live in a system of white supremacy. You live in a system of it. These white folk out here going ham. You yelling about the Jaguars. Okay. Okay. It's some crazy shit to be going on. Epidemic B says John is back. Man, fuck John. If John want to be, you know, continue to be lost, then I mean, I ain't got time. I don't have time for that. Black people have to get our shit together. And if we had half the passion that we have for these sports, the passion that we have to defend rappers, entertainers, if we had half that passion for ourselves, we'd be in a completely different state. A completely different situation if we had half of that passion. But we don't. We don't. And we don't realize how detrimental that is. How stupid we look. You should be yelling like this about the fact that they out here assassinating. They assassinate black people who tell the goddamn truth. Black people who to expose the system and seek to bring black people together. You should be yelling about that. You should be screaming about how they assassinated Fred Hampton, not the Miami Dolphins. Not LeBron James leaving Cleveland at the end of the season. That shouldn't be the topic of your conversation. That shouldn't be the most important thing in the world to you right now. But it is. Who's the one boy? Blake Griffin went to the Pistons. I know that. I shouldn't. But people arguing about it, about what he gonna do on the team in the future. Like if y'all would take your great mind, because your mind is great. Believe it or not, your mind is great. You have all the power in the world right here. If you apply that to something else, we'd be great. But we don't. We don't. It's just like, what do you do? What do you do? We know, I mean, it's motherfuckers that have problems with math. You get a young child, problems with math. He still know all the statistics, free throw percentage of Steph Curry, 3-point percentage of Steph Curry, how many turnovers he had for the last 2 weeks, how many turnovers he might have had for before the All-Star break, after the All-Star break. You know, like, you doing math. You got problems with that math, but this bullshit ass stuff, you ain't got no problems with. Know all the stats and everything. Percentages and everything. 32% from the field. Like, wait. 32%, my nigga? That's real? Like, get the fuck out of here. But you hate math? Okay. 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 That's just, it's, you know, it's just, it's sad that that's what we dealing with out here. But that's how I be getting on people's ass, man. I be getting on people's ass about this, man. I'll get black dudes that, man, they be cussing me. I like it, though. Just to get them that fired up. They get fired up over the dumb shit. Oh, shit. I appreciate that, Shade. Shade spoke for the whole team to my Rob. We think you cute. Not just her. The whole team. I appreciate that. I do. I really do. Make a meme out of what? Zay Paul. Make a meme out of what? What time is it? Okay, we a little. I'm gonna fuck with y'all for a little bit more. We having fun now. I appreciate y'all. Y'all showing a brother love like that. I appreciate that. I really, really do. Wait, what happened? John's grandparents. Okay, y'all talking about John. John back. John back out here wilding. Oh, the sports stats. Man, I had black men mad. I'm gonna do that shit too. I'm gonna do it. Black men gonna be mad as shit. I'm gonna do that. J1 Blackman says, Rob, will you ever have a guest on the live stream again, or do the phone calls like last year? I'm gonna do some phone calls. I was supposed to do them, God damn it, and I didn't do them. And I'm glad that you bringing that back. I'm gonna give people a chance to call in. I'm gonna give people a chance to call in. Most definitely, just so they can holler at me. I'll be hanging up on trolls and shit. I don't really have time for that shit, but most definitely, I'm gonna get back on it. Actually, I may go ahead and bring that back next week, next Wednesday. I may go ahead and get back into that. Let's take some calls and see, you know, what the climate is right now. You know, I'll do that for the team. People may want to ask some questions, have some arguments live or something. I don't know. Do something like that. Neil won't fuck with me, Lowe's. I be trying to tell Neil to come fuck with me. Neil be in there on them fantasy sports leagues, man. That's what my brother doing. with his life. Fantasy, baseball, hockey, football, and basketball. That's what my brother be doing. That's what he do. Don't know how he do it. That's what he do. And I can't make him, Denise Young says, Rob, what is your take on Tupac's rape accuser speaking out? I don't really have a take on. I don't get it. I don't understand. Based on the snippet I heard, she said something about kissing his dick or something like that, and I'm just like, yeah, okay. She kissed his dick, and she said that she wanted to stop right there. I don't know anything about that. I'm a regular dude. I'm not even Tupac. And don't even have what they would call even Tupac potential. But kissing my dick and then it's a game now. Like we playing games. I don't know whether she's telling the truth or not. I just don't know the point of it. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't get why she's coming out unless she just want to get a little fame real quick. Have somebody asking her questions about something she went through just to get some fame. I don't know, get her followers up. I don't know. I don't see the relevancy of it. That's my issue. That man been dead now for over 2 decades. So I don't get it. I know a lot of people was talking about it, but it's just like, why can't we ignore some of these motherfuckers, man? When they come out here sometime, we should just be like, and go right back to life. Like, who the fuck is this? Get the fuck out of here. I didn't even know she existed. Nathan Hawkins wants a shout out. Begged for it. He wrote please with a bunch of Z's. Shout out Nathan Hawkins. How you feel now? You feeling better? Are you feeling better, brother Nathan? It's wild, man. I don't know what the fuck she was doing. But I can't, one thing I can't do, I don't know what Tupac did. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what situation. I'm not going to speak on or for his rapiness. I don't know the brother like that. What I do know is that I don't understand the point of her coming out here like that. I don't get that. Maybe because of the climate right now where everybody's being accused of some form of sexual harassment or sexual assault or full-blown rape. Maybe that made her relevant to the atmosphere right now. But I'm just like, get the fuck out of here, yo. Go jump off a fucking bridge real quick. Vaporwave is bad says, hey, Rob, I'm new. Where do you stand politically? And do you think there is still substantial racism in America? I don't stand anywhere politically. I don't believe in politics in the way that they're set up in any type of way whatsoever. The only party that ever gave a fuck about black people was the Black Panther Party. That's what I believe. And you've seen what happened to them. The Democrats and the Republican parties have been able to succeed and thrive because their whole job is to oppress and subjugate black people. That's why they made it out and the Black Panther Party did not. And do I still think there is substantial racism in America? I don't have to think about that. That's a fact. There is substantial racism in America. 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up incorporated. Most definitely. Most definitely. Black Power 25 says, go see Gonzo's response to her. No. Because I don't care. I mean, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all saying Tupac didn't rape that bitch. Pac didn't rape that bitch. Okay. Hey, I don't know, but I know I don't care that much to try to go, trace it back and, it's just like, man. Wait, what are you saying? Vapes? I don't. Yeah, it's nothing against Tupac or anything like that. I just don't care, and it could be fucked up on me. I don't know, but that man been dead for 20 years, man. We out here dealing with racism and white supremacy full blown out here in these streets. I'm not really worried about who Tupac did or didn't rape and whether she did or didn't suck his dick. I just can't. I can't really. I don't got time for that shit. Right. People that still believe in these political parties, though, they surprise me because you think by now people would have waken up to seeing exactly what's going on with these political parties and with how they are. And it's just all a game, man. It's all a game. Actually, I had a video on my Facebook page of a Democrat. Since black people love Democrats so much, Democrat. I'm gonna find his name. White Democrat, nonetheless, still a Democrat. Let me see if I can find his name. God damn it. What did I do with that story? It was a white Democrat that called black people slaves. It doesn't shock me in any type of way. But what does shock me is the amount of black people who still will run around here saying that they are goddamn Democrat. Okay, fine. Andrew Beveridge, if I'm saying it right, maybe Beveridge, don't know, called black people full-blown slaves. Full-blown slaves on a CNN panel with two other white men. He said slave, and then he's blacks. He kind of said it, and then he came back and said blacks. He was like, he was naming groups of people. He said slaves, blacks. Like, bro, and that's a Democrat. It's not no goddamn fake news. That's not fake. Somebody said that's fake news. What? This ain't no goddamn fake news. Motherfuckers on CNN. Motherfuckers on CNN, bro. Not my fault. I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no goddamn fake news shit going on. That's full-blown live shit he did. Hey. Elaine Lloyd says, I don't know if I buy this whole idea that at any point during sex, you can say no. And if the man not stopping, it's rape. That's a bunch of bullshit. Man, I ain't never been in a situation, man. So I can't really, I can imagine if a chick's like, stop, and she's seriously saying stop, I'm stopping. I mean, I couldn't imagine continuing to go. Like, I'm not so deep in. It's not like a goddamn out-of-body experience. The motherfucker said stop. So just stop. Stop, get up, wipe your dick off, take a condom off, do whatever you gotta do, clean yourself up, and go the fuck home. I'm not so hard up for a nut that I'm gonna hear somebody tell me to stop. And I'm like, well, nah, I'm in, so I gotta stay in. Like, hell no, I gotta get some more pussy from somewhere else. I ain't about to do that. I just go fuck somebody else. I mean, it ain't that serious to me. I mean, I ain't saying that, you know, that is a legitimate thing, you know, but if somebody tell me to stop, I'm just going to stop. I've never heard of that before. So I can imagine if I hear stop, like not stop doing something. Now, some chicks might be on some stop shit, like you making them come too hard, too fast or something like that. And she like, stop, you making me break wig or some shit like that. I don't know. But if it's like, stop, you know, like, stop, seriously, stop. I'm not so deep in that I can't hear that and I won't stop. I think that's, I mean, what the fuck type pussy is that? You got a motherfucker that's, you went deaf in that pussy. Maybe they can plead temporary insanity. I mean, people do it all the time. That pussy was so good, Yana, I couldn't hear shit. I blacked out. Maybe that works. I don't know if that'll work or not. But if that pussy got you goddamn being deaf in that pussy, then that's that yellow tape pussy. You don't need to be around that shit no way. Stay away from that yellow tape pussy anyway. You don't need to be around that to where you can't hear. Motherfucker tell me to stop. I'm done. It's a wrap. I'm gone. I'm out. Like it is what it is. I ain't saying that pussy like that. No. Like, the fuck, y'all wow. Y'all should be laughing at this shit. Y'all is wow. Right. Exactly. Like came back talking about he'll stop and ask if she want to talk about it. I ain't got shit to talk about. She said stop, I'm getting the fuck up out of there. Cause I don't know why she's saying this. I don't know what's all going on, but I am out. Wipe that dick off and I'm out. What happened to Lorenzen Wright? Some of y'all said, Rob, I enjoyed the show. Mad love to you. Y'all hit that like button. Fuck with me. Share the video. I would love to hear your thoughts on Lorenzen Wright's murder by his wife. I don't know anything about that. Lorenzen Wright, the name sounds familiar. Is he a basketball player? Before? Old school? A little bit? Or am I tripping? I don't know what happened with Lorenzen Wright. I can tell by just on the surface, he should have picked a better bitch, but I don't know how deep it is. What did she do to him? I mean, I don't. Is she white, black woman? Like, I don't. Okay, fine. Y'all right. What am I doing asking these type of goddamn questions? Let me find out what happened with Lorenzen Wright. All I gotta do is look it up. I tell people that all the time. Like, what the fuck you asking me questions for? Look this shit up. Lorenzen Wright. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay. Lorenzen Wright killing. Shara Wright makes first court appearance in Memphis after extradition. Okay, I don't know what did she do? Okay, charging her with first-degree murder. Get the fuck, see, this goddamn bullshit. I get so tired of this fucking, hold on, y'all. Get the fuck out of here. Who want to hear that type of music? I don't even want to do these goddamn commercials. Who's picking this goddamn music? The music harasses you. It's not even smooth music. Like, get the fuck out of here with this loud bullshit. Okay, let me see. Okay. First-degree murder and attempted first-degree murder in the case of an ex-husband's death. Damn, she can get the death penalty for it. How did it go down? That's what I'm trying to find the goddamn. How did it go down? What did she kill him for? Like, what's the story? Tell me, y'all know she had him killed. Okay. Y'all saying she had him killed. For what? What was her reasoning? Okay. Wow. They said the girl walked in there with a smirk on her face. She chilling. How did she do it, y'all? Man, because this story ain't clear. I'm gonna have to really sit and read this shit. I ain't trying to read it right in front of y'all, but what did she had him killed. Okay. Black woman had him killed. Okay. I can't really say I had much thought about that other than he should have. I don't know what, like, I'm not trying to make light of it, but it's just like, but I don't know what fully happened for me to have an opinion. If she did it, she should go to goddamn jail. I mean, or get the goddamn death penalty. All I know, I had to look more into it. She said about to be killed. Well, then she gonna go to conspire. Actually, to tell you the crazy part, you get more for conspiring to murder somebody than actually murdering them. In most states, if you the mastermind behind the plan, you get more time. That's how real it is. But she's a black woman, so y'all know she's not getting off. So I don't even know what y'all worried for. She ain't white. If she was white, I can see how this could be a conversation. But she's black. She's going to go to prison or get the death penalty if she did the shit. Like, this is just how it is. This is just how it is. And if Lorenzen was white, they would have shot her on the goddamn pickup. As soon as they picked her up, they would have shot her in the goddamn head and said she killed herself, because they've done that to us as well. When somebody say, well, black folk go through the same, everybody going through the same thing. No. They would have locked her up because they've been black men in police custody that will commit suicide. So that's what would have happened to her. So she going down. Y'all don't worry. She's black. It's not like she Casey Anthony or nobody like that. She's going to go down. So y'all calm down. Yeah, man. She's rough. Wow. Somebody said her sister Katrina is running for the U.S. representative of Memphis. That probably won't stop her from getting in. I mean, it ain't her sister's fault what her sister did. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully that won't stop her. I don't know the sister's policies or anything like that. Shit, what flavor is the vape? This one is green apple, made by Air Factory. The Air Factory. Green apple. It's pretty good. It's not better than Mystery, though. It's decent, though. Some white boy ran up on me the other day. I took my kids out to get some food. Some white boy ran up on me talking about vapes and all that shit. Don't know why he started the conversation. People talk to me all the time, and I don't know why. White, black, it don't matter who. They always talking to me for whatever reason. But he talking to me about vapes and shit. And he said it was some flavor out called Fruity Pebbles. I was like, damn, I actually want to try that shit. That shit sound like it might be good as fuck. Some of y'all saying y'all don't fuck with that vape. I mean, I get it. Jude the Third says, do you like Shakespeare? Didn't get the chance to meet the motherfucker, actually. I did not get a chance to meet Shakespeare. So I don't, you know. He's part of one of the greatest conspiracies of all time, though. He was a part of the Council of Nicaea, who forged out this Bible, this King James Bible that you guys read. So, you know. He was a part of one of the biggest conspiracies ever made. So I don't, you know. He did do that. Who is the Blackest Truth? Y'all say I should collab with them. I don't know who the Blackest Truth is. Y'all, I wasn't trying to clown. I wasn't trying to clown the brother. We just chilling right now. We just chilling. I don't know. I mean, Shakespeare, he's a white motherfucker, man. You know, like what the fuck? White dude. Wasn't too taken by any of his plays or anything like that. I know he helped write the Bible, you know. Epidemic Beats says, Rob, do you have an opinion on pro-black folk criticizing Black Panther and Stan Lee for misrepresenting Africa? How did he misrepresent Africa? I don't even know what's going on. Oh, the Blackest Truth is a woman. Okay, well, maybe I do. Hold on, maybe I do know who the Blackest Truth is. I think she might have commented on one of my videos before. The Blackest Truth. I believe she may have. Y'all tell her to holler at me. I mean, what the fuck? Tell her to get with me. I think she commented on one of my videos before. But I don't know how is they misrepresenting Africa? How is it misrepresented? I know that Black people are criticizing Black Panther for it being having black face, but all the money gonna go to white folk. I know that the would-be pro-blacks are saying that or criticizing the movie for that and criticizing anybody that's going to see it for that reason. And I get that, but it's just like, it's Black Panther though, man. I mean, like, y'all, you watch all these other white movies. You watch your Bad Boys 1 and 2, 3's coming out. Y'all be watching that. You'll watch movies like this, your Bad Boys. I'm trying to think of other black movies, that Boys in the Hood, and all. Y'all watch all this other shit. So it's just like, why skip out on the Black Panther shit? To me, that's not really sincere. Not to me, anyway. That's not, to me, it's just like, what the fuck? Y'all might as well go see it. Black Panther is the equivalent of the KKK. Well, please tell me how. I don't, what that mean? Tay Drum says Black Panther is the equivalent of the KKK. I normally hear that said about the Black Panther Party, but the Black Panther movie is the equivalent of the KKK? Yes. OCE 12. Rob, are you going to do any more relationship videos? I'll do them so y'all can be mad. Of course. I'll do those. I'll do relationship videos so people can be mad. I'll do that for you. I love getting cussed out. I'll do those. It's just, you know, all I'm saying is y'all went to go see Girls Trip, Black folk in droves. Y'all told us to go support Taraji doing Proud Mary, Black folk in those. Y'all done seen Soul Food, Soul Plane, Best Man, goddamn Loving Basketball. Y'all done went and watched all this shit. And now y'all want to boycott one of the, probably going to be one of the hottest Marvel movies this came out for black folk ever? I don't know. I do not know about that. I can't say I fully agree with that. Exactly. New Jack City. I mean, some black folk got these movies, a Baby Boy. Like, yeah, y'all went and watched, all y'all pro-blacks went and watched all this shit. But now here come Black Panther, and it's a problem. Like, I can't take them. I can't take people that's that extra seriously. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I can't. I'm gonna see the Black Panther movie at some point. I don't know if I'm gonna get to see it when it first come out or when, but at some point I'm gonna watch it. I've seen all the other ones. That's what I'm saying. I watched Logan. You know what I'm saying? I watched goddamn Thor's bitch ass. I watched goddamn Avengers. You know, I done seen these movies. So what type of hypocrite would I be? And I think a lot of these guys too, let me tell you something I think that a lot of these pro-blacks do, is they be watching these fucking movies, but in front of y'all, they'll, you know, try to shame you or something like that. Like, I don't fuck with that. I'm a real person. I'm not gonna lie to y'all about what I do or what I watch. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I think a lot of these motherfuckers be lying like a motherfucker, trying to be up on some higher level pro-black shit. And it's just, I'm not with that. I'm not trying to be above anybody. I'm a normal person. Just out here in these streets. That's it. They know damn well. I watched the two episodes of Black Lightning I saw. Black Lightning, this is how extra I am. Okay, let me just tell y'all how extra I am. I'm watching Black Lightning. I'm seeing this dude fighting his powers back and shit like this, right? I watch his black wife, which is very rare. Actually, there is his ex-wife in the show. It's very rare to see black couples together. They have black children. I'm watching this show, and the black wife is hating on him being Black Lightning. She don't want him to use his powers for good. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? And he actually cared that she's talking about him not using his powers for good. He actually done fought down, then became a goddamn soft shoe ass coon. Him and his black homeboy that works for the police or the FBI or something. Both of them cooned up. He think because he in a little school that ain't shit gonna be going on with black folk and shit like that. He think he can protect by educating kids, but you got powers like that, get out here in these streets. Wife hating on him the whole time. His mentor is an old white man. Didn't really fuck with that. Tired of seeing old white men mentoring black folk when they got powers. Like, where are the black mentors at? I don't understand. This old white man is his goddamn mentor, looks out for him, makes his suits, makes some cold ass suits. I get tired of seeing white folk making suits for black heroes too. Like, where the fuck the black folk at? Hell, goddamn Batman got a black man make his shit. Goddamn Morgan Freeman played him. Why the fuck can't nobody black be making the goddamn suits and everything? Be his goddamn mentor, everything. Old black man. Where the fuck are they at? Now, plenty of old black men out here that can do it. Make him go, oh, goddamn black man. I don't understand this shit. But a white man's his goddamn mentor, of course. His daughter, one of his daughters is gay as fuck. Like, why she had to be gay? I don't get why the daughter had to be gay. That didn't make any sense to me either. Wife's a goddamn hater. Daughter's gay. Wife, actually, he was trying to get back with her, reconcile. He used his powers again. He told her, look, this is who I am. This is who the fuck I am. She left him. How you leave a good black man because he want to help the people? Like, it's a couple things in there I didn't really fuck with. But, you know, it's just like, and then this dude's a fucking, some of y'all saying she was a lesbian in the comic book. I don't know that matters. They do whatever they want with these goddamn comics. Whatever they want. They'll make black folk be white in movies if they want to. You don't have to do every goddamn thing just because it's in a goddamn comic book. You can write whatever story you want. Either way, if that's enough for y'all, I don't know. I guess the daughter was always gay. I don't know the story of Black Lightning's story as far as the comic book is concerned. I think it's bullshit that she's gay. But either way, this dude got lightning in his hands and shit, but he still had to punch people more than once. That bothers me. I shouldn't be that childish. I shouldn't be. But if I got lightning in my hands, in my fist, right? When I punch a motherfucker, they should die. And I know it's for the sake of the comic, and it shouldn't bother me that much, but this motherfucker be tussling with people. Like, he be in full-blown, got combos on motherfuckers. They ain't get back up. Like, motherfucker, what you mean? What are you saying to me right now? I got lightning coming out of my goddamn fist. I done seen motherfuckers get knocked out off no powers. Just knock them out. Fist, regular fist. This dude can't even knock people out in one punch. I don't know if I like that or not. That's childish. I know. I shouldn't watch shit like that. I shouldn't look at stuff from that childish of a perspective. But I do. And I can't do nothing about it. He should be knocking motherfuckers out in one hit. That's how I feel. I think his daughter's gonna fuck around and she gonna have some powers with him at some point, and then maybe they'll team up or something. I don't know. But I don't like how hard he struggles to fight motherfuckers. I don't. He had to kick them and everything. Like, nigga, you gotta kick people? You lightning. Like, shoot some shit out. He should be done. He shouldn't get back up and punch. I mean, you should have to do a whole lot. But that's my childish mind, y'all. Don't. It's hard for me to watch stuff. I'll tell y'all that, because I be looking at stuff and I be like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck is going on here? So it makes it difficult. But I do try to watch stuff just to relate to the people and stuff like that, you know. But I'm extra. So that don't mean y'all can't enjoy it. No, he's not rusty. He's not. It's not because he's rusty. That I'm sure throughout this whole season he'll be tussling with people. It ain't got nothing to do with rust. It ain't got nothing to do with rust. Janine asks, "Will I be celebrating Valentine's Day?" No. What the fuck? Where you been? Where have you been? So I'm gonna not do Thanksgiving, not do Christmas, not do New Year's, and do Valentine's Day. What? What are you talking about? That's one that even dudes that celebrate all this other shit, that's the one they don't want to fuck with. They want to take that one off. That's the one that people want to take off, even if they celebrate all the other ones. Like Valentine's Day, bruh. Listen to men talk about Valentine's Day away from their girls. Listen to them. You'll see. You'll see. They don't fuck with that shit. Women fuck with that shit. It ain't for men. It's not for men. It's just not. Got 2 days in February I'll be celebrating. Tomorrow is my oldest daughter's birthday, and the 24th is my youngest son's birthday. That's it. That's what February is for me. But you listen to me and talk about it. Straight up. Luke Cage, I tried to watch Luke Cage too, but he the same way, man. Luke Cage can actually be shot. Like I just don't. They have weaknesses that I don't really fuck with, and compassion I don't really fuck with, and maybe that's because my mind is savage. It could be I'm a product of my savage mind. I be wanting Luke Cage to just kill people, and I be wanting Black Lightning to just kill people, and that's my savagery. But this is the same reason I couldn't watch The Flash. I can't watch these shows where why ain't y'all killing these people? I don't get it. The albino dude in Black Lightning is a coon. I mean, he said something about darkies. And then he tried to say he don't hate black people. He just hate basically the niggas. Well, you'll hear coon say shit like that. Like, well, it's not all black people. It's just the niggers. Same talking points that white folk have. Well, I don't hate all black people, just niggers. Which is basically anybody who does anything that you disagree with, anybody who stands up against you, they become niggers. Therefore, you don't like black people with pride. Therefore, you're a racist piece of shit. You just don't like black people. So, you know, that's how I look at it. The Punisher be killing motherfuckers. The Punisher about that life. The only thing I didn't like about the Punisher was he gets his ass whooped too much. Every episode I watched of the Punisher, he was getting his ass whooped. Every one. And then trying to think he can do shit by himself. Like, nigga, you getting your ass whooped. Somebody having to pick you up and carry you away from getting your ass whooped every episode, man. So what are you trying to be all tough and on your own for? Like, get the fuck out of here. You getting your ass whooped. Every episode, he's getting his ass whooped. Everyone. Blood. He just, he spends the whole fucking show hurt. Like, he spends the whole shit hurt. Now, I do fuck with the Punisher because that motherfucker's about killing motherfuckers. He's about killing. He don't got time for, he ain't got no powers and shit. He's about killing, revenge. That's what drives him. No powers. He killing. And don't give a fuck. I do fuck with that, but when I watch the shit, it's like, dude, every episode you getting your ass whooped. Every episode. Blade was cold. Spawn is cold for a black superhero. Some of y'all, I wish they would do something with Bishop. Bishop, some of y'all, if you keep up with comic books, like I did when I was younger, there's Cable, who was a motherfucker, and then there was Bishop. Bishop had the heat. He was a black man. He had the goddamn guns and shit. Wish they'd do something with him. That goddamn Bishop, man, they should do something with him. I want him to kill motherfuckers. William Howard says, also, not even as a joke, but I always wondered why they gave us the month with the least amount of days, SMH, because we allowed it. We allowed it. This society only gives us what we allow. We allow them to give us a month. We celebrate it with pride every year. That's why they've been able to do it. We haven't rejected it at all. We don't reject it. We don't reject it at all. We don't reject the idea of it. We all the way in. That's why they gave us the month. Had we been like, well, no, they wouldn't have gave it to us. Right, you know what it is. Who is my mom? Says I'm waiting for all these niggas posting all this Black History stuff this month while buffoonery is constant on their timelines throughout the year. I'm going to Facebook jail. Like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Cynthia, I think we need to push for a White History Month and review the Dark Ages. Yeah, right. Them white folk ain't about to. We can't even push for 2 months for Black History. They damn sure ain't about to do no Dark Ages. They not about to do it. Actually, me and my daughter, I talked to my daughter today about the Dark Ages. We was having a conversation talking about, because me and my daughter, I was sitting here talking to her about these school shootings and all this stuff that's going on out here. And I told her, well, I traced their history back. I like to, especially when I'm talking to my daughter, I like to go back. I like to take stuff back, and we get to have fun with stories and stuff like that. I told her about the Moors and how they went over there, cleaned these white hoes up and fucked them. And I mean, we was talking about everything. And we talked about the Dark Ages, and she talked about the parts of the Dark Ages that they covered. And I told her, you know, that the fact that it's 1,000 years and y'all might have did 2 pages on it is very problematic, but that's what they do. They want to tuck that savagery and pathologize us because we're Black. You know what I'm saying? That's how they treat us. And that's just them trying to hide their shit. Same way they're trying to hide the savagery of slavery right now. It's the same shit. They will not let us fucking get. They not about to do no goddamn Dark Ages with us. They not gonna do that. You won't even take a college class and deal with no Dark Ages. They not doing that with you. They're not doing that with you. They have an African American Studies class in college. I do remember I took a couple African American Studies classes in college. You're not gonna find no class where they deal with the goddamn Dark Ages, and it's 1,000 years. There should be a whole goddamn curriculum. It's 1,000 years, a long time. A lot of history would be history. 1,000 years. They could do it, but they motherfuckers ain't doing that shit. They don't want us to know. They don't want us to know that the same motherfuckers that they got in doctor coats and goddamn police uniforms and goddamn judge outfits and goddamn suits and all the Republican. They don't want you to know that they're the same people that these. Same motherfuckers. They don't want you to make that connection. But they always want us to connect us with some bullshit. Gangsters, thugs, killing. They want to connect us with that shit. It's some bullshit. It's some bullshit. You said we should spend the whole Black History Month talking about the Dark Ages and white degeneracy. Black folk ain't about to do that. You know that. Cynthia, you know better than most people. Black people aren't doing that. The niggas won't even stop watching football. It's not going to happen. You can do it. I know you'll do it. I can do it. I do it. Black folk ain't doing that shit. Not and got to go to work the next day and shit. No. These niggas can't even start watching football. That's the sad part. That's the sad and tragic part of all of this, is that they will not even stop watching football. Let me see what you talking about. Ryan says, Robert, how do you hold on? I'm losing this shit. Y'all going ham. Mad love to y'all. I'm trying to find. Oh, okay. Robert, how do you feel about El Chapo and Pablo Escobar? I don't feel anything. I think they're dumb. Pablo Escobar had a really, really good run. I think the mistake that these drug kingpins make is the same one that most motherfuckers make when they're trying to make money. Same mistakes that would be Frank Lucas, you know, all these drug lords, they all make the same mistakes. They think they too goddamn big for their motherfucking britches, man. That money get on them. You telling me some of these motherfuckers, man, I heard them tell stories about how they made $1 million a day. If I make $1 million a day off cocaine, I sold cocaine for 1 month. And in that 1 month, I've done everything I needed to do. $30 million. I'm good. You know, these motherfuckers don't do that, man. Pablo Escobar was a motherfucker, though. When that bitch built this goddamn jail, and was it Colombia let him be in his own jail? This motherfucker was a bombing on people. Killed over like 400 people or some shit. They let this motherfucker build his own jail. Select his own guards. That was some gangster shit. I'll give him that. Still a dumb motherfucker though, because he wouldn't stop killing. That motherfucker, how much money you need? I can't. When people honor drug dealers, drug lords, and all this shit, I just be like, what are y'all respecting? These motherfuckers are dumb, delusional, to think that they're gonna just live a life selling dope. Now, the government can live a life selling dope. They do that, but they're protected by the government, of course. But 2-3 months, a month, 2-3 months, you made. I'm talking about this is $90 million. You up in this number? Stop. Stop, invest, and chill. You done. You off the radar. They ain't looking at you. I watched something on Netflix. They did a drug lords or drug something. They did the story of Frank Lucas, his old snitching ass. This motherfucker, same situation with him. He would have been fine. Want to stunt too hard. Want to do too much. Bought a goddamn fur coat. Killed his whole life. Killed it. Over stunting. Now he's like, y'all motherfuckers ain't smart. You making that much money? Stop. Stop. You done everything. The fuck out of here. I don't get that. And then, but we still glorify them like they, you know, like rappers aspire to be. Like, what? What? Come on now. You aspire to get caught or killed, or I don't get it. Turn into a snitch or an informant. Much of y'all hate snitches. Y'all dying to turn into one because you want to be like these drug lords and shit. I don't understand it. Shitting me. Hitman Jay says you making a meal a day, you're not gonna stop shitting me. A dumb motherfucker won't stop, and that's why they all in prison or dead or being an informant for the feds. Why wouldn't you stop? How many times you got to see people fail before you come up with a way that's more successful? Why wouldn't you stop? Only an idiot wouldn't stop. $1 million a day, especially back then when they was, before it became a big thing, when they was even trying to call themselves cramping down on the coke, which ain't nothing but the government taking the coke and selling it themselves. That's all the government did. But they was compensating. Motherfucker, this before shit got tight. You making that much money? People like Griselda Blanco shit, making millions and millions of dollars a day? Man. Not me. Not me. Fuck that. Right. Elaine Lloyd says Pablo was making so much money he was burning it. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? That is ridiculous, man. But y'all, I'm about to get the fuck off here. We had some fun. We had some light convo. Mad love to y'all for being in here. Everybody that's here. I'll be chopping some of this. I'll take what I think I'm gonna take the Black History part of the video where I talked about Black History Month and upload it to my main channel tomorrow at some point. I got a lot of shit to do tomorrow. It's my baby's birthday. I got some shit to do tomorrow. But nonetheless, mad love to y'all for being here. Y'all listen. Black history, life. It's just all it is to it. It's an entire life. It's an existence. It's everything. That's just what it is. And that's what it should be. Anybody you know that's posting just during Black History Month, call their motherfucking ass out. Call them out. Because this shit gotta stop. We gotta be about this every day, all day. So our kids can see it, be about it every day, all day, so they can pass that down to their kids every day, all day. Malcolm X said, we got to wake the mind of the people first. It starts with us putting it out here and our kids. That's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do. It's tireless, tiresome work. But that's what the fuck we gotta do, y'all. Mad love. Shout out to everybody that support me. Shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what it is. I'm gonna put the link up to where you can get this shirt on that video. Actually, I'm gonna put it on this video too. I'm gonna add it, but I'm gonna put it on the video I'll upload tomorrow to my main channel. Y'all make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, Share the video. Let everybody know where we at. Mad love, y'all. I will see y'all next week. I'm out.